that. So today we're going to talk about one of our cornerstones of ONPASSIVE, very revolutionary product that is Cademy. And just to connect with you on a personal level, I will tell you why I came up with the idea of Cademy. I myself constantly pursue for higher level of education in different areas, not necessarily the diplomas and degrees and formal education, but I strive for a higher level of knowledge and purpose. Now, same thing in my family. We don't want to be limited to a geographical region where we're stuck at a place and then have, thank you, you could put it there. And just have, you know, our life goes around the, just a second here, please. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
We don't want to have our life just based on this the school and the educational system that is available in the area. We thought early on in our family that wouldn't it be amazing if we broaden our possibilities and navigate and sift through more selective education all across the globe, and we don't have to be living in a specific residential area. And that's how we came up with the idea of unlimiting the educational sources. Now, we didn't come up with the idea of e-learning, but we took it to a higher level. I explained to you why in Cademy. We took it to a much newer standards in the e-learning industry. Perhaps there are a couple of things that you want to know in e-learning. There are a couple of forms. We don't want to go by the technological terms, you know. There is a synchronous and asynchronous, and there's a blended combination, meaning in plain English, there are some platforms or some features that you would have to you could do them live, you know, like for example, like a live webinar. This webinar, for example, it's a form of live interactive education, and there is also the recorded, which is on demand. But the blended one is what we're interested in ONPASSIVE. As Cademy, it gives you the ability of all of those in one place, and that is rare. It's not yet there. Now, this is what we will give you in Cademy, aside from you know, the basic standards in the e-learning industry, which is a massive industry, by the way. But we're taking it to a new level of you know, features and technology where it will be more interesting and more dynamic. So there are so many benefits about online education and in general e-learning. But think of this. Number one is cost effective. Think of this. It is you know, more beyond the borders. There's no limit for how far where you could go and all of that. It is really scalable. You're not limited to a certain place. Also, it is safer. I mean, let's you know, not limited to bully and you know, all the funny stuff that happens. And that is not going to be the case when we do e-learning. It gives you the visual aspect. You could learn at your pace. You don't have to go, you know, so some of us are more talented and more gifted than others. And obviously, that's a good thing that we all would have the same opportunity of observing the knowledge and the education. So you would have the flexibility of time. If you have a career, if you have you know, your lifestyle, doesn't permit you to be in school. Hey, I love the fact that myself, okay, I'm in Boston right now, Massachusetts, it's snowing outside. You have no idea how many times I said, if I could tolerate the, the weather condition, I would never stop enrolling into programs in MIT, in Harvard University. I'm just, thirsty for more knowledge. Okay, it doesn't have to be the formal education where you get a course and all the program 3-5 years or so. I'm more about selective education. It's a massive, obviously, you're interested in the market cap of the e-learning. I think if you combine traditional education, the traditional e-learning as of now before ONPASSIVE, you're talking about close, or if not, if it doesn't exceed, $1 trillion plus globally. So this would be interesting when we see how this will be justified when we have ONPASSIVE in the game. Now, we can talk about the benefits of cademy, why it's unique, why it focuses on the special skills of people and connecting them around the globe. We already have close to 1,200,000 individuals from literally 200 countries, if not more, around the globe. I mean, every country, obviously. And there is a good chance that each one of them would be interested in acquiring a little bit more knowledge. It doesn't have to be something traditional. It could be a hobby. It could be about cooking. It could be cooking, music. It could be about health. It could be about remedies. It could be yoga. It could be so. Classes will be broadened as we go to cademy. And if you are watching, or you have been watching, or if you have any relative, or if not yourself, involved in the educational system anywhere in the globe, there's some of the most underpaid individuals. And this is where we want to have a lucrative, fair, systematic way where everyone would have a fair chance to meet up the cost of living according to where they live without a limit. So we have set a high bar, a very sharp vision. We thought we are